Hey everybody, it's Joric. Welcome back. Hope you're doing great wherever you are in the world. Still under the weather here, so my voice is a little off and nasally. I've had two emails in the last couple of days asking about whether someone should hire an attorney when they're moving to Portugal. Now, whether that be for immigration or for property or for a business or for looking at an employment agreement, should they hire an attorney or should they go it alone? And my response, I believe, to everybody, and I've made some videos about this, everybody that's thinking about getting an attorney should, and everyone that is going to say, we can go it alone, no big deal, I'd say hire somebody. Um, I would hire somebody that's Portuguese and is specific to the law that you're looking to have reviewed, whether it be property, looking at rental agreements, because there's things in rental agreements that you need to pay attention to that an attorney will be able to. A property sale, if you're going to buy a business or buy a home, having an attorney review that contract for you is very important. Immigration. So I should have started with the main one. You're immigrating to Portugal. Having someone that has a full understanding of immigration law in Portugal, also having an understanding of how things work at AMA, meaning how to be able to make sure that the visit goes as well as it can. All the documentation is there so that you walk away with a piece of paper that says, hey, I now have temporary residency, and in a few months I'm going to get a card. There's a lot of dips and doodles with that and roller coasters. And as far as your SNS number, your health number, Social Security, setting that up and making sure. Things like a bank account, whether you are in Portugal or not, having an attorney on your side and working with you throughout these matters is, I think, very, very important. And then also when it comes to taxes, now I'm going to make a separate video about an accountant, but in this video talking about someone that looking for someone that is a tax expertise, trying to understand where your home country is and having an idea of what the taxes are, as well as Portugal, and is there a tax treaty? And what is that? And all the intricacies so that you can talk through your situations. If you're going to start a business in Portugal, or if you're going to work in Portugal, looking over an employment agreement, regardless of what country you work in, if you're not familiar with Portuguese employment law, you're going to want to have an attorney review that contract to make sure that you're getting everything that you're supposed to and you're not getting exposed or exploited in ways that you don't know that you're going to get exposed or exploited. If you're going to start a business, having someone go through and explain to you all of the pros and the cons from a legal standpoint that you need to be considering. Because, again, unless you're familiar with the laws in Portugal on the work laws, whether it comes to hiring employees, but also your obligations as a business owner, what you have to do, what you have to set up, that is something that is very important to be able to speak to an attorney who can talk you through, because you may have the best laid plans of, I'm going to go to Portugal and I'm going to start a business. I don't know, a wine distribution business, or I'm going to buy a cork farm and I'm going to export cork. I'm just giving a couple of examples. Those are things that you're going to want to sit down and have multiple conversations with someone and do some research and discussions to determine whether that really makes sense. And if you're still committed and doing it, just knowing what you're getting into with eyes wide open so that you have no or minimal gotchas once you start your business. Those are a number of things, even things like a transaction of buying a vehicle. If you're looking to do that, having an attorney look at the documentation and the paperwork just to make sure that you're not getting gouged, you're paying what you're supposed to pay, you're not getting, I'll say, a lemon, to use an American term for buying a bad vehicle. You name it. There are several reasons why an attorney makes a great deal of sense for anyone that is looking to move to Portugal and live there and go through all the different daily lives of business, taxes, any type of major transaction. That's something that an attorney would, your property, an attorney is very, very useful. Now, are there people that are probably gone through and have never used an attorney? Maybe. But I would say that when we've needed to use one, it was worth every euro to do it. My question to you, have you used an attorney at any point of your step or your journey to Portugal or when you got there? If you did, please comment below. What was the reason for using the attorney? Do you feel like it was a good value? Do you feel like it wasn't a good value? Was it too much? Did they give you too much information, too little information? Did you have to go through multiple attorneys to get the one that you liked? There's no wrong answers here because we've used attorneys for different situations and we have some crazy stories involved in that. Some are fantastic. Some took us for a wild ride. As always, I'm curious to know your input. Please comment. Enjoy your day. I'm going to hope to get better and safe travels.